Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make welding rod holders out of PVC pipe. I'm going to be making 3 tubes today, and here's what you're going to need. Now, assuming that your welding rod is 1 meter long, you're going to need a 1 meter length of 2-inch or 50mm PVC pipe. Each tube's going to need 2 end caps and 1 slip joiner. Going to be making a cut 200mm down the tube. For me, I've got this cold cut saw that I keep on a draw slider underneath my bench. For PVC pipe, you can use a timber saw, drop saw, hack saw, hand saw, whatever you've got to cut it. It's really easy to cut. The cuts might have some burrs on them, a bit of Scotch-Brite. Easily just nip all those burrs off. I have some PVC glue that I've picked up. One thing I didn't get was any primer for this job. On PVC pipe, you can just use acetone. Spraying it on a cloth instead of the PVC itself, I think always a good idea. These shortcut sections will have to prime both ends. The long sections, we are only priming one end. I definitely don't think it's necessary to use as much glue as you might if you were actually doing a plumbing joint. And I only say that because I don't want to have to deal with a whole heap of glue since I am going to be sliding filler rods in there. So that, for now, is all I'm doing to the long tubes. The short tubes are going to have glue on both ends. These slip joints that I've got have a ridge in them to press down to. I have seen some that don't, if that's what you've managed to find at your plumbing supply. It's been 24 hours. It's the next day. The tubes are done. And what I've done with these tubes is 3D print these little identifiers. So I've got one on the cap and one on the tube itself. So I've just made one for every kind of rod that I have. I've made a couple of different variations. This one wasn't very successful. It fell off quite easily. I beefed up the creation and they snap on and stay on. Now I'm going to make these little ID tags available to you for free on Thingiverse. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to download them and print them yourself. Also, if you have a filler rod that I don't have a tag for that you want, let me know and I'll upload it. Really simple, and I'd be happy to do that for you. This is Adam from the future here. I was just checking out the footage and realised I forgot to mention something. Sorry the footage looks a bit different. This is on my phone. Where they become interesting is if I have 2 different welding rod types in one tube. In this tube, I don't have the right 3D printed tag. I'm going to print it tonight. But I have ER316 and an ER309 in this tube. So I can simply click on the 2 tags and know what's inside the tube. I just wanted to pop back in and mention that because I thought it was really cool. One of the reasons I made this video when there are already so many PVC pipe TIG rod holder videos on YouTube, the thing that I noticed on almost everybody's variation was they had the joiner coupler, this piece here, glued to the main pipe instead of glued to the cap. The whole point of this is to keep moisture out of the welding rods, and having the join open this way, if water was to seep down the tube, it would end up inside the tube versus having the glue on the top side. No moisture can seep down into the tube. The other thing that's really good practice is to put one of these desiccant bags inside. If there's space, to drop it in the tube or to pop it in the lid and just let it live inside of the tube. So it's a great cheap way to make a little moisture-proof container for your welding rods. The next task that I've got is to make a rack for them. On my old welder, I had machined up, these are bamboo bench tops that actually bolted to the side of my welding cart. But the new machine has just arrived and I need to come up with another solution. If you want to make them yourself, links for everything today will be in the description below. As always, thank you guys so much for spending this time with me, and I'm going to see you in the next one.